Today we will take you for a drive to a unique edifice called the Mahabat Maqbara, or the Mausoleum of Mahabat Khan II at the old city of Junagadh, Gujarat, India. We start from the main Junagadh city and drove around 30 kilometers southwest near Junagadh District Court, which was bang opposite the Maqbara. Junagadh is a very old city, and we found numerous old structures as we drove both through its narrow and mid-sized roads. The Girnar hills encircle the city. We passed by a decorated gate of a local temple complex with the igneous intrusive Girnar hill outcrops in the backdrop. A section of the Upperkot fort loomed in the distance. The sun-baked stone walls with its merlons or charia were standing against the blue sky. We had planned to visit it on our way back. Entrance gate to the Junagadh town came up as we approached the railway station road, which led to the Maqbara eventually. Within 10 minutes, we came to another gate, and this is the famous Majhewadi gate, a part of the entryway to the archaic fortress of Junagadh, an example of Indo Islamic engineering. The upper gallery over the door had lobed curves with flower designs. Look at the passage, fitted with huge nails pointing outwards to resist elephant attacks in the olden days. We finally came to the old gate, and it meant we had reached the Mahabat Maqbara. The Maqbara was under extensive renovation. We really had to pacify the security guards for an entry into the complex. The view from the gate was astounding. To the left was the Jama Masjid with excellent architecture, one of the minarets with its staircase distinctly visible. The Mahabat Maqbara looked very different before the renovation took place. Centuries of harsh sunlight and wind had sunburned the Maqbara complex to a dark brown shade. Today it received a fresh lease of life. You are seeing a combination of European, Gothic, Hindu and Islamic architecture. This sort of ornamentation with smaller domes, finely designed arches, vertical Gothic columns can never be pure Indian. The inner and outer facades have elaborate stone carvings that adorn the structure walls. They are superbly designed. We moved another 60 meters to our right, and we were standing in front of the Mahabat Maqbara, spectacular palace and a mausoleum. The mausoleum of Wazir Bahauddin Bhai Hussain Bhai, one of the chief nobles in the court of Nawab Mahabat Khan II of Junagadh. Construction work had started in 1878 and was completed in 1892. Look at the layout, and you will find striking resemblance to the Taj Mahal of Agra in Uttar Pradesh, India, complete with 4 minarets at 4 corners. The European influence gives rather a Gothic feel. The doors of the main building are decorated in silver, and rich stone carvings and marble tracery work adorn the 4 minarets, and large silver doors and French windows can be seen as well. Let's take a closer look. The structure is somewhat traditional, having a central onion-shaped domed hall that is guarded by 4 minarets at the 4 corners. The external spiral staircases wrap the minarets each, and they happen to wind down in opposing directions to provide a symmetry to the building. A brief history of the edifice with account details have been mentioned on stone in front of the building amidst the exquisite carvings. As we were only allowed a max of 10 minutes to stay, we soak in the beauty and prepare to exit. Outside the Maqbara, we saw a neatly maintained old British Islamic structure which did have Indian architectural cues. This was the district sessions court and was completely operational. We walked towards the old gate, which was also under repair. We said a last glimpse at the beautiful and eye-pleasing design. With a fresh coat of paint and repair, the Maqbara complex was dazzling under the afternoon sun. Even the Jama Masjid had spiral staircase around its minarets. Beside the Maqbara, we saw this long beaten down structure. It definitely had seen better days in the past. Showing decadence and neglect, it is lying completely exposed to the elements. We inquired and came to know that this is a government school or an educational institution known as Sri Narasimha Vidya Mandir, built around the same era as the Maqbara. After touching history, we come to our trusted war horse parked with the Maqbara in the background. Hope you enjoyed the stellar architecture of the Nawabs of Babi dynasty who once ruled the one-time Junagadh state. Thank you for being around with us. Goodbye.